Possibly.
Could be. Welcome more.
So here comes Ross. Anyone on a flying lap right now. 1 minute 30 left of the session, so this will be the last flying laps for all of Season 2. Hope you enjoy them. Phil is out on track, starts a new lap now. Now Chelsea, currently in 8th, hoping for a better position than that.
Wow, Ross 2/10 up in Sector 1. I'll keep an eye on Snacks. Just starting
Snacks
his lap
just crossing the line now to start a new lap. Tay, his teammate, coming round the final couple of corners now to start his flying lap. Someone has just come out of the pits and they won't get round in time. I think it's Fifi. So I'm not sure Fifi will get round in time for another lap, as Ross is now 4 tenths up in Sector 2.
It could get into the 26s.
Ross 26.9 and extends his grip on pole position.
Wow.
He's made a bit of a fuss this season about only having a handful of poles. Well, that could be another one tonight. So congratulations, Ross, for that great lap. We'll have to wait and see if it's good enough. Chelsea's into the pits, so 8th is best that they can hope for. Yep, Phil improves. Might have another lap if he wants it. Deflated Wee just running wide at Cops, but getting away with it. We'll have to see if it's hurt his time through Sector 2 at all. Snacks coming to the line and goes fastest by 0.3 of a second. The pole position wanderer has done it again. How does he do it, honestly?
I don't know. And all that pressure on the last lap as well.
And that's half a second quicker than what we've seen today before Q3.
What deflated weight? I don't know, it's third for deflated weight.
Deflated Wee finishes a 1 millisecond behind the man he beat in F2 this season. Hissy goes up to 4th, Sub for Lime improves to 5th.
Hissy 4th, well
and
done.
Phil is a couple of tenths down on his final lap, so Phil might be stuck in 7th place while Snacks is on pole at the moment. Ross is into the pits, so he won't be able to improve. And
Phil went 5th as well.
And Phil went 5th at the line. So a bit of damage limitation there for Phil in terms of grid slots.
That one's going to be interesting.
So there we have it. Snacks with his 11th AT2 pole in 13 races this season. Absolutely incredible achievement, and I think he does have the most pole positions this season out of anyone in IRL in Season 2. So congratulations, Snacks. That is officially your record.
Well done, man.
Ross and Deflated Wheat. Well, Ross wanted that pole position desperately, but he didn't get it. Him and Deflated Wheat super close.
Somebody always beats Ross.
Hissy and Phil. When you think about it, when Ross and Deflated Wheat are taken out of the picture, it's Snacks, Hissy and Phil.
I know.
In first, second and third. Tyres. Remember, Snacks is 2 points ahead of Phil in the championship. Pretty much whoever finishes ahead out of those two is going to win tonight. Hissy is 13 points off of the lead. So Hissy needs a podium, and Snacks and Phil need to be right down the pecking order. In order for Hissy to win, MCL Fifi's in 7th. He needs a win and a fastest lap, and he needs everything to go his way if he wants to win.
And he would have 5 podiums the same as Snacks as well.
Oh wow, so we still don't know who's going to win if that happens. So
it could come down to who's had the most 4th places.
Gosh, we'll have to, if that happens, we'll have to do a frantic figure out who's won thing.
Yeah. Isn't it funny how it's giving me a car and I got the Williams? I always get the Williams when I ever reserve.
Both on mediums. Kyber's on the softs, Hyper, Exotic and Finn are on the mediums at the back of the grid.
All I can say is I hope that all the title contenders finish this race.
Yes,
Or
that would be...
I don't want anyone crashing out on the first lap or anything like that.
Well, I have to admit, I've got a cocktail ready for this race. It's going to be a belter. I'm pretty sure things are going to be so dramatic and tense this race. So I hope you're ready for the first of 26 laps here at Silverstone. The Season 2 finale is underway, and it looks like Snacks is still going to be ahead in Turn 1, going side by side with Ross, who does actually take the lead here. Hissy is up to 3rd place. Great start from him, as Deflated Wee is fighting hard to try and keep that Aston Martin behind. We've got both Red Bulls going side by side through Turn 4. Bloisy currently ahead of his teammate ProfPhil, and possibly Bloisy needs to let his teammate through here if Red Bull want a shot at winning the Drivers' Championship here tonight. MCL Fifi's had a great start, already up to 5th, and now down the inside of Deflated Wee, and he's on better tyres right now. So Fifi has had an absolute flyer, and he needs to.
Oh, ProfPhil's at the back. He's gone off.
And what has happened to Phil? We might have seen it in the background, but I was too busy looking at a couple of other things. But Phil, possibly collision with his teammate.
I don't know. Who's his teammate?
Mr. Wiggles is Bloisy. Mr. Wiggles is past Bloisy up into 6th, so Mr. Wiggles is already up 6 places.
I think Kyber's got damage as well.
And Mark has also had a bad start. Tucker's also dropped as well. Phil trying to fight his way back up. He's back up into 15th now. But this is the worst possible thing for Phil. He hasn't pitted, so he hasn't got damage. He's probably just been spun round by someone.
That's what I was hoping that everyone would get damage from that one. He didn't pit though, did he? I don't think.
No, he hasn't pitted, Phil.
Oh, that's good then. He didn't get damage, hopefully.
Let's have a look and see if Phil has some damage. Not that we can see. Obviously,
Tucker speeding pit lane.
That is going to be a massive blow to the system. Now, it's not all doom and gloom, because as you can see on the track map, they're all in one big line out on track, and actually Phil is up to the back of the pack now, so Snacks really is only 4 or 5 seconds ahead of Phil now.
Yeah, it's still a long way to go. A lot can happen yet.
One mistake for the likes of Snacks, Fifi, Hissy, they'll drop to the back of the train.
Yeah, one careless mistake.
And that could then shape the championship once again. MCL Fifi, of course, needs to win this race, so he'll be trying to get past Snacks with everything he's got. We might even see some collisions here today.
Anything's possible. And obviously Ross and Snacks battling for the lead.
Old move around the outside, just poking his front left over the outside apex of turn 5, so Snacks may have got a warning. Fifi will definitely have had a warning for that.
He got a warning.
Moves his way into 2nd, but Fifi is flying.
Those
he
two
needs to get past Snacks with those soft tyres as quickly as possible.
All season, Snacks and MCR.
Taylor's lagged out. He's currently in 10th, so might find himself at the back of that train when he returns. Phil has made his way past Teyqueris up into 13th, but now finds himself without DRS on this big old train, led by our race leader Snacks. Good start for Hyper. He's up into 11th place from 17th on the grid. That's a nice start there from Hyper.
Yeah, very true. What Sparks are very hard to. Oh, someone. Who was that? I think someone would just stop still on the track, man.
He made that noise as Snacks went through the final sector, and I think he took a bit too much curb as Deflated Wheel and Wiggles are going side by side. But it looked like Snacks got hit from your reaction.
Yeah.
And there's a safety car.
Yeah, I think Hissy's lost 2 places as well from that. I don't know who that was. Whoever it was, that's not good.
Yeah, you are right. Hissy was in 4th.
Yeah.
Now in 6th. Safety car is out. This, of course, massively helps Phil.
Yeah.
And Chelsea's strategy of an early box onto hard tyres might not be a bad call now.
It's a tricky one, isn't it, really? Do you go medium? But then you're probably going to be another safety car, you'd think.
Yeah, unfortunately, Tucker, sometimes it just doesn't work out. So I don't think this season has been my season. I think I've had a good couple of races towards the end, but overall it's not been my game.
You started off well in like time trial when the game first came out.
Yeah, it was
blistering.
And then they patched it.
Yeah. I was doing well for that patch as well.
That performance patch came in and I think changed everything.
Because I had the perfect setup for every track, and then the patch came out, and then that did me in.
Fingers crossed we don't have another one of them. Hissy pits.
That's a good call from Hissy.
And Chelsea too. Chelsea gets a 5-second penalty for speeding in the pit lane. That's a bit of an error. And what tyres are these two? Hyper's also pitting, as well as Phil. This could be a really good strategy from Phil, trying to get back into this race. Hissy goes on to mediums. Hyper 2. Chelsea on hards. And Phil on mediums.
I think they're hoping another safety car later on in the race and they can go soft then.
Possibly. I mean, you might be able to stretch those mediums 20 laps.
Yeah, you've got like 3 laps behind the safety car, so that'd be maybe 18 laps on the middle.
Yeah. So, people that have pitted, in case you're a bit new to this, they're hoping that they don't have to pit for the rest of the race. So all the people in the top 10 who haven't pitted yet will have to pit, and they'll have to lose roughly 20 seconds in the pits. So these bottom 8 drivers are hoping that they can stick onto the top 10.
Yeah, so basically
not lose 20 seconds in the pits.
Just don't take too much life out of these tyres on this behind the safety car now.
Yeah.
Just stroll around. Incredible. Oh, Snacks is spun! Snacks is spun under the safety car.
Oh, we were talking about pressure.
Unless someone's hit him, I don't know.
Have a look at this car. Don't think I can see any damage on the front wing. But he was leading, so...
Isn't it crazy? Whenever I'm not watching Snacks, I always miss his spins.
Now, crucially, Snacks is behind Phil.
And he has to pit again. Oh my god.
I told you this race has thrills and spills around every single corner.
That's entertainment right there.
If it finishes Hissy, Chelsea, Hyper, Phil, Snacks, Hissy's going to win the championship.
You might see a post from Snacks. Say something. Madness. Indeed. Spark.
You just can't predict what's going to happen.
Can't wait this stuff.
And this is why I love it. This is why I prefer commentating to racing, because
Same, yeah.
you get to see the whole story, the whole picture.
Incredible. A little smile on his face now.
Of course, We've still got 20 and a bit laps to go. Safety car might be in this lap, just depends on how Kyber can catch up. There might be a late safety car call, if not it'll go round to complete lap 6 and 7.
I've got no idea who's winning this race.
Safety car in. Fifi needs to win. He needs Phil and Snacks out of the points, which at the moment they are. As it stands, Fifi is winning this championship. Possibly, we'll need to work it out.
Yeah, we might be a bit of it. Might have to give us a few days if that happens.
I hope he doesn't win, because then we'll have to do more work.
Yeah.
Oh, Fifi's! Oh! He almost lost it out of the final corner.
Wow.
That's a massive slide.
Well, Snacks has
save of the season.
Snacks has got past Phil straight away.
Here comes Bloisy now, down the inside of Mr. Wiggles. Ross has taken the lead thanks to Fifi's unfortunate final corner incident. Wiggles just gives Bloisy a bit of a nudge, saying, I'm here, don't forget about me. Deflated Wee is now in third. Wiggles and Bloisy and Finn all getting penalties on this restart. And of course, time penalties could come into play for the championship tonight. We haven't even spoken on that
certainly
yet.
Can.
This is
if you need any
quite
updates
possibly
on penalties or warnings, just let me know.
This is quite possibly one of the most exciting races I have ever called.
I know, it's amazing.
And we're only 7 laps in.
Oh, Snacks nearly won it. Oh, Chelsea nearly lost it as well.
Oh, Chelsea's dropping a few places. Snacks has passed Hyper. Phil
Hyper's
needs to
still
get
on
past
that
Hyper.
That move's not done yet. Hyper can come back at Snacks.
Oh, there's a Haas off. I think it's Mark. Just ran off the track slightly. That could have been a massive crash there. It's all going on.
It is.
I'm sorry if I miss anything.
Yeah, it's easy to miss everything at the moment. Oh, Hissy gets past Aquarius. And Snacks now has to try and get through Aquarius. Is he going to go down the inside?
Oh,
he is.
Hyper had to lift. Snacks goes down. Aquarius is inside at turn 3. Bit of wheel contact. Aquarius lets him go. Oh, Hyper wants a bit of the action too. Does get past. I think Aquarius was just being kind to Snacks there, but Hyper took advantage of that.
Yeah. And Snacks is right behind Hissy now.
And now, oh, Phil so close to tapping Aquarius. Had to back out, loses a place.
High tension
Chelsea.
stuff.
It's like immovable force meets immovable object. This is so tense. We've got Tay on the back of Finn.
No
as
penalties.
Wiggles gets a second time penalty.
Oh, interesting. Hissy's on a Ferrari sandwich here with Tay and Snacks.
Wonder if Finn will let his teammate through as well. That could be a factor. Snacks is back up into the points as things stand. Phil will jump ahead of Hyper and Chelsea on time penalties, so that will leave him in 12th at the moment. Phil needs a mighty second half of this race. See how close they all are coming over the line.
I'm thinking Snacks does need to pit again at some point, so... Oh, Absol Fifi's off.
Oh, Fifi!
Oh, that's bad news for Fifi.
From second place. And Fifi has to pit again too.
Yeah, so that's not looking good for Fifi now. Snacks' tyres are like 5 laps older than Hissy's as well.
This is working beautifully for Hissy.
It's become a DOS zone now.
Ross and Mr. Wiggles lead this race. How is Mr. Wiggles in second place? He started in 12th. And somehow, in between all of the safety cars, he has gained 10 places already.
Incredible.
Deflated Wee is out of DRS range, and that could be important here.
And Snacks looking to pass Hissy on the outside. That's Hissy. I wouldn't be worried here because he knows Snacks got to pit again. So just
exactly.
Just follow him around.
Fifi has got a 3-second time penalty now.
He's come together with Hyper, I think. Hyper's
Fifi
up.
pits.
Hyper's in the wall.
What has happened there?
Safety car. Oh no.
Another safety car. This is a perfect opportunity for that top 8.
Don't know what
plus Akari's all to pit now. If this top 8 pit, Hissy is going to be in first.
Oh my god, yeah.
If Akari's pits, Phil is going to be in second place.
Unbelievable.
This safety car is bad news for Hissy.
Yeah, he
predicts what's going to happen without it actually happening, if you get me.
Yeah.
I expect all of the people on 9 laps of tyres are going to pit now.
I agree.
So Wiggles doesn't. Ross stays out, Deflated Wee stays out, Bloisy is in.
Ross Snack stays out.
Finn stays out. Snacks is still out.
What?
I think those top 3 are just allowing the AT2 race to take its course.
Yeah.
And they'll pit and drop to the back. But we were not expecting Phil and Snacks to stay out there.
Very strange.
Maybe it's because they have to go onto the hard compound tyres. Maybe that's why they are not pitting. Oh, and Akaris is being held up here by Mark. Mark has to wait for Exotic to pit.
Dear.
And Akaris now has lost some ground to Kyber.
Yeah, they made contact across an Exotic.
By 14 points.
And Phil has no warnings yet either, as well.
However, Phil's race pace hasn't been as good as we probably expected. I'm not playing down Phil, but he had an early incident, spun round, I think, by someone. Had to fight his way back up the field, and he is in 7th due to strategy.
Yeah, so right now he's... So, if you take out the AT1 drivers, he's... 3rd or 4th right now.
He's 4th at the moment, but a net P2 once Finn and Snacks pit.
Yeah, amazing. He's playing for no more safety cars now.
This is crazy. Like, this race has changed multiple times. The safety car will be out for another lap.
You reckon?
Oh no, it's in this lap. Hyper's far behind, so I thought the safety car was not coming in. But now Wiggles has to make sure those tyres are a good temperature.
I think Hyper will be there. Yeah, he's going to be there.
He might not be actually, just coming around Stone out.
To the back of Mark. In the safety car. I think it's caught them. What is going on here?
What's going on? We got Kyber Fifi losing places to Akaris and teyquerisiwe. Loza Pro has spun at the final corner and has left. Safety car restart.
Oh, Snacks penalty.
teyquerisiwe has dropped. Fifi's now dropped. What is happening back there? Fifi's recovering from a spin.
They all come together. I don't think they realised the safety car came in.
My goodness, it was a very late call from the safety car.
Yeah, it was. I thought it was going to go around again.
That's probably a bit of a mistake from my end, trying to not get in the midfield action.
Snacks has to be careful here. Don't want to be
needs
impatient.
To get past Finn. Time penalty for Snacks is now critical. He's also got Hissy right behind him.
And Hissy can go to the end.
Snacks side by side with
Finn
Finn.
staying with it.
Almost forced him off track. Good defensive there from Finn.
That was fair. That was
Snacks trying to force his way past, but Finn is no tough customer.
Yeah, he is. Very hard to pass. And Hissy just has to stay with him.
Phil not too far behind Hissy.
And they have no ones yet.
Very
Hissy and Phil as well.
Well, them two are doing everything they can. Hold up their end of the bargain.
And Phil's got his teammate behind him that might help him out as well.
No DRS until lap 50, remember, after a safety car restart. So, any moves here are either a mistake by someone
Very
or
good pace
DRS.
for Finn. He's keeping up with the AT1 drivers.
Very good point. Wiggles leads this race, has 6 seconds of time penalties. Ross, deflated wheat and Wiggles will all be dropped to the back of the classified runners. That leaves Finn and Snacks, who's had a brilliant Cops corner, who still need to pit again. And once they do, Hissy will be in a net first place.
That's another warning for Snacks. And we'll probably go, oh, he had to stop
Oh,
there.
and another one. That could have ended so badly there. Snacks is using a lot of energy here to try and get Hissy out of DRS range, who is under pressure from Professor Phil.
What would you do if you Phil? Would you just stay behind Hissy? Fifi's retired.
Maybe, I'm not sure if Phil knows that Snacks hasn't pitted yet. That could be a factor.
Safety car. Oh, well, can you believe it?
Fifi is out.
Yeah,
And he has crashed at Maggots and Beckett's, unfortunately.
Wow.
No miracle for MCR Fifi tonight.
This is great news for Snacks, though. He's a bit soft on that.
Yeah, this is perfect news for the top 5. They can all box onto a new set of soft tyres.
Yeah, they've been really unfortunate here, Hissy and Phil.
I mean, if Hissy pits for new tyres, which he can do as well, he is going to be held up by his teammate Finn, who is ahead of him in the pits.
Yeah,
Phil could pit here and come out behind Snacks, but Snacks has the time penalty. So Phil might actually do well pitting, but Hissy is better staying out.
Yeah, because Finn's going to have to pit. If I'm Hissy,
Ross is going to be held up by Mr. Wiggles in the pits too, which is the story of their life.
Actually, yeah, that's a good point. Oh, I bet Hissy wishes Finn stays out. It's not going to happen. And Finn nearly didn't race tonight as well, so Hissy will be like, oh no. Is Hissy going to pit? Phil's pitted.
Phil pits.
And Snacks is in.
There's a whole bunch
Snacks
of drivers in the
speeding
pits.
in the
Snacks,
pits.
5-second time penalty.
No way.
And could that be the moment that Snacks has lost this championship?
And there was no contact. I think he might have got damaged as well. I think he's run into the back of someone.
We'll have to wait and see.
Did he change his front wing here or not? No. It's fine.
Everyone onto a brand new set of soft tyres. A sea of red comes out onto our screen.
It's brakes.
Hissy stays out to lead this race. Bloisy hasn't pitted. Chelsea's
safety car has changed everything.
I do genuinely think this is the best race we've ever had.
Yeah, in
I've
terms of drama.
commentated on some absolute stonkers of a race, like brilliant wheel-to-wheel racing.
Yeah.
Like I've seen Bahrain Grand Prix where there's 4 drivers fighting for the lead every single lap of the race, but this is better.
Yeah. But maybe Silverstone should be championship decider in the future.
We can ask people if that's what they want. Safety car is in.
And they got to be careful no one nudges each other, yeah.
True, you don't want to get a time penalty now. Hissy's job is to try and get a 1-second gap on Bloisy as quickly as possible. And he's gone for it now. Hissy starts lap 18 and 26. We have 9 more racing laps of the season, and we still have no idea who's going to win the championship. So I'm on the back of Chelsea using soft tyres.
Oh, deflected weird.
Got a whole plethora of drivers going side by side. Hyper and Wiggles going side by side. Kyber holding his own at the moment, but at threat of dropping behind sub for line. We've got Deflated Wee and Finn going side by side. Finn's a long way around Luffield. Finn having a really good race, have to be said. Finn is driving really well. Professor Phil, what's happened to him? He's dropped 2 seconds off the pack now.
Yeah, he needs to catch up. Oh, this is gonna get messy.
Wiggles, Hyper, Deflated Wee. Oh, Wee and Hyper almost making contact. Snacks needs to get past Finn as quickly as possible.
Snacks is having a nightmare. He's like, oh my god, where did we go?
He's like, move out of the way, T1 drivers. This is my league.
Oh.
Almost contact between Finn and Snacks.
And Finn does
Wee
not
down the
give
inside
an
of Hyper. This. Oh my word.
He's driving.
Wee almost cuts off.
Another one.
Hyper, sub for line, bit of an incident. Ross with a time penalty. It's all happening tonight.
Hyper and Snacks coming together there as well.
Bloisy, meanwhile, has taken the lead of this race from Hissy. Deflated Wee and Kyber side by side, 2 McLarens next to each other.
2 great passes from Snacks there to get up to 8th.
Possibly another one round the outside of turn 5, like he did earlier in the race. Snacks has cleared a lot of cars now, but he does have an 8-second time penalty to contend with. Remember, if Hissy wins, Snacks needs to finish 4th, and with that time penalty, that is a miracle.
Yeah.
Phil up to 10th place now. Looking down the inside of sub for line in a very relatable move with a Mercedes and a Red Bull.
And now,
I'm quite sure what happened to Ross. He's down to 13th.
I think he just decides to drop back, I think.
Ah, okay. Wiggles not doing that. He's up to 3rd place.
Nah, he's greedy. Wiggles.
Oh, contact between Kyber and Finn.
Yeah. Oh, it's getting aggressive.
Finn's ahead.
This is good for Snacks because they're nowhere near him now.
This top 12 all have DRS on the car ahead. And who's gone off? Kyber's off.
No way. Can he get back on?
One less driver in that big old train. Hyper and teyquerisiwe now on the back of this. And Kyber's out.
No.
Will that be into the safety car? Remains to be seen.
It probably will be.
We are being kept in suspension here.
Snacks looking to go around the outside of Chelsea.
Kyber's car is actually still went, so I wonder if after Kyber's incident he just retired on track.
Oh, naughty boy Kyber.
Snacks now has Chelsea ahead with no battery and 14 lap old hard tyres.
Chelsea loves the hard tyres. Oh, Snacks are very close. And will Chelsea have
Finn
DRS?
is not letting Snacks away.
Yeah.
Comes Finn now.
Yes. Finn's trying to help Hissy, I reckon.
I think you're probably right. As it stands, Ferrari are going to win the Constructors' Championship. We haven't even spoke about the Constructors' Championship in a while. Hissy back in the lead of this race. Snacks needs to finish 4th. He's currently 5th and has 8 seconds of time penalties. And with a load of cars behind him on track, he is not going to finish 4th.
He has to be careful
Phil
of not getting another
9th.
warning as well. Yes, Snacks does not want another safety car, because that will ruin his race.
Absolutely.
He could end up with no
fastest
points.
lap of the race. Phil is in 9th place. He's going to get ahead of deflated wee and wiggles, so he's up to 7th.
Hissy back to first.
He's going to get ahead of Chelsea, Finn, and possibly Snacks. This is going to be super close between Hissy and Phil.
Wow, 5 laps to go.
This is going to be so close. Corris is out, but he's retired in the pits.
Okay. Good ball.
15 runners left. And look at this, Mr. Wiggles now trying to go around the outside of Bloisy.
Great.
As I say, Bloisy has had a brilliant race.
Brilliant race,
has to be said. Brilliant Bloisy.
Looks like his connection's good tonight as well.
Yeah, it must have.
And he's coming at Hissy around the outside maybe.
I have to say, this could be Hissy's best ever drive.
Yeah, it could be
if this works for him.
Oh!
Oh, and there goes deflated way down the inside of Wiggles. Didn't see that one coming, but there we go. Oh, bit of a slide for Wiggles. Snacks now on the back, and Mark is out. He's crashed at the exit of Stowe. And there's a full-course safety car.
No way. There's going to be 1 lap racing, maybe, or 2.
This is the nail in the coffin for Snacks' title hopes.
Oh dear. Oh my god.
Snacks has 8 seconds of time penalties.
My god.
And he's got 4 drivers behind him who can jump him on time penalties. Hissy is probably going to win this race on time penalties, if nothing else. But then Professor Phil might finish 3rd, which is what he needs.
Guess how many warnings Hissy has, by the way? None.
2.
None.
None. Hissy has raced a masterclass. What he needs to do now is somehow
Bloisy, please
win this
don't
race
Hissy at the back and the safety car.
on 16-lap old medium tyres.
Not like this.
Toto, it's called a motor race. No, Spark, too soon, mate, too soon. Right, so this safety car will lead them round lap 23, which means the safety car will most probably be in at the end of lap 24. So we will probably have 2 laps left. Hissy looked like he was going to pit there.
He was being a bit cheeky there.
He got me nervous. He got me nervous.
Oh, imagine a punch on the last lap. Oh my god.
Oh, imagine. Chelsea, Ross, Hyper, all pitting. Brand new tyres for them, possibly going for a fastest lap. Currently held by Mark, who has retired and won't get a point for the fastest lap.
Some of these drivers are going to age a lot tonight.
I hope they have fun rewatching this stream, honestly, because
4 safety cars. This is the 4th one, isn't it?
We had 4 safety cars now.
Wow.
No VSCs.
Silverstone for the championship decided this future. How about it?
I remember my first ever stream. It was Belgium, and there was 4 safety cars. There's 4 more again, and first time we possibly see 2 Aston Martin cars at the front of a Formula 1 train. But it's the first time for everything.
If you're Hissy right now, you're wanting to stay out as long as possible, aren't you?
Right, I'm just going to do some actually quick maths to confirm if Phil will win, finish in 3rd. I'm just going to confirm it.
Okay. Ooh, Phil's got 2-1, so...
So if he gets 25 points and will finish on 100 and, oh gosh, mathematics, 144. If Phil gets 3rd, he gets 15 points and finishes on 145.
Wow.
That's how close it is. If Phil finishes 3rd and Hissy wins, Phil will win the championship by 1 point.
Wow, and the safety car's staying out
1
again.
point.
So there's going to be no DRS?
It has to lead them rounds. It has to lead them rounds for a whole lap. So this is their whole lap.
There can be no DRS now as well, I don't think, can there?
There cannot be DRS.
Wow. This is music to Hissy's ears. Oh, Bloisy nearly ran into the back of Hissy there.
Oh, well. If that happened and Hissy got a 5-second time penalty, it could be removed.
Yeah.
And Hissy might still win the chat. The problem for Phil, he needs to stay within 3 seconds of Bloisy, who is 6 places ahead of him. If he doesn't, and doesn't get past sub for line, he will finish 4th and lose this championship by 2 points.
Wow.
Phil needs to make some moves up the field and just hope that he stays within 3 seconds of Bloisy.
It's unbelievable drama.
This is truly unbelievable, and I'm feeling tense just watching this. What we're going to do is we're going to switch to the leader cam, the leader stat thing,
Okay.
for the rest of the race, and we're just going to keep an eye on the penalties.
Unbelievable, Jeff.
Take a look at the tyre strat, because this is the last time you're going to see it this season. Hissy and Bloisy on mediums, everyone else on soft compound tyres.
I've made 7 stop.
You can use a full battery each lap.
Yeah.
So this is all about mistakes. If anyone makes a mistake now, it is curtains. This is it. 2 more laps of the season. We don't know who's going to win, and the race is back underway. Bloisy is pretty close to Hissy. Remember, those top 2 are on medium compound tyres. The rest are on softs. There's some movement down the field. Phil is already ahead of sub for line.
Oh, Snacks.
Wiggles and deflated wheel going side by
Just making
side.
contact. Fade down the inside of Snacks. No way. There was contact.
Phil is currently winning this championship.
He is.
He's only 2 seconds away from the lead.
And Bloisy down the inside of Hissy.
It's all so congested. This is good news for Phil. The more that these lot fight, the closer they are, and the more that Phil will win this championship. Hissy needs this group to split up as soon as they can. Finn running wides. No harm done. Ross back up to 8th. Tay and Lolsapro, by the way, are going to gain a few places here by not having penalties.
Yeah.
But at the moment, the winner is going to be Phil.
Snacks looking down the inside of deflated way.
Unfortunately for Snacks, it just hasn't gone his way with the 4 safety cars and the speeding in the pit lane penalty. It just hasn't gone his way. Otherwise, he may have had an outside shot at winning this championship. Ross and Phil side by side now through the final corner. Bit of wheel contact. Could have ended so badly for Phil there.
Oh, that would be so bad if that happened.
Last lap of the race, last lap of the season, and Phil is winning this championship as things stand.
And Finn's gone off.
Is going to take the checkered flag.
That's good for Phil.
Hissy is dropping. Bloisy is running away with this now.
Amazing.
And this is bad news for Hissy.
Oh, it is. And Phil,
Bloisy,
Phil probably doesn't even know it right now. He's winning the championship.
He might not even know it.
He might not know. Unless he's listening.
Snacks and deflated wheels side by side through Cops. Finishing this season off in style. Great move there from Snacks, has to be said.
And Ross looking down the
Ross now on
inside.
deflated
No
wing.
way.
Oh, and that. Oh, dear. Could have ended badly. Phil is 3 seconds off the lead, but the leader is Bloisy, and it's not Hissy.
And ProfPhil just know what exotic planes go down the inside of him here.
Bloisy has had a fantastic race, but he's not going to take the win
Oh,
due to that 3 second time
Into
penalty.
the back of Professor Phil. He's dive bombed him.
Round the final corner, Bloisy takes the checkered flag. Hissy finishes in second, but where's Phil?
Oh,
Phil wins the championship!
I don't know. That was so
I cannot believe it! Hissy wins on penalties, and Phil wins the championship by 1 point.
No way.
What an absolutely astonishing race. Exotic Planes finishes in 4th after being so far behind on multiple safety cars.
Incredible.
Wiggles, Ross, Hyper and Deflated Wee all dropped to the back, where I imagine they're probably going to be doing donuts. Oh
wow. They did disappoint.
As a neutral, I just want to thank these four, not only for reserving, but not getting in the way. It takes a lot for drivers to realise there's a championship going on.
That was unbelievable.
My goodness. Professor Phil,
what a last
congratulations on Assist Tier 2 champion.
Well done, Professor Phil.
Hissy did nothing wrong. Hissy did everything
he did
that he needed to do.
Hissy. At least you got the, you won the race. But amazing. Hopefully there's no click setting.
True, I'm the steward as well.
Oh yeah, you're the steward.
Oh, what an absolutely incredible race.
Oh, commiserations, Hissy. Snacks. But congratulations to ProfPhil. Incredible.
We started this race with 4 possible winners. We've ended it with 1. Professor Phil winning it by 1 point.
1 point,
Hissy, so unlucky at the end there, but just so many people with time penalties is what gave Phil the championship win.
You'll sleep out tonight.
Unfortunate for Snacks with the speeding in the pit lane penalty, which really put the nail in his coffin, all the way down to 9th place.
Wow.
After his 11th pole in AT2 this season. Exotic Planes, from 18th on the grid, finishes in the top 4.
Thank you, Tucker. That was mental.
Honestly, my words are all gone. They're all gone.
That's the best race ever so far.
That is quite possibly the best race you'll ever see on this channel.
And
I
the
haven't
last
even
one.
got round to promoting the award stream yet.
I know.
Congratulations, Professor Phil. Congratulations also to Ferrari. They win the Constructors' Championship.
Congratulations.
Quite comfortably in the end, but congratulations, Tay and Snacks. Bit of a backup prize perhaps for Snacks, who had the pace to win this, but just the time penalties let him down in the end. Hissy did everything they could. I think we're definitely going to give Driver of the Day to Hissy.
100%.
Possibly.
Well, I
think we're going to have to give it to Phil as well.
Yeah, Phil's had a great
Honestly,
race.
we could give it to like 8 people tonight. So
yeah, they can
we'll
share
have
it.
to have a chat about that. So there you have it. The championship is, and it went down